The young, incredible, honestly unforgettable. You a Joe like Chappelle show. This so perennial. Do this for my millennials. I be murdering any flow. I just had to let you know. It's the young, incredible, honestly unforgettable. You a Joe like Chappelle show. This so perennial. Do this for my millennials. I be murdering any flow. Yeah. I just had to let you know. Yeah. Give me that work and I can sell it. I put it on the line like I ain't selfish, nah. The story flip if I let you tell it. Put my heart and soul in so you feel it. I ain't never faking, I'm the realest since Tupac in imprisonment, claiming his innocence. Currently, I'm the greatest rapper in a sense. But any currency, I'm still guaranteed my wins. This is coming from within, I stuff for real, I don't pretend. When the OG spilling knowledge, bet it's best you soak it in. I'm a prophet.
We find ourselves at the home of the world's first retractable natural grass field as you get a look inside State Farm Stadium in Glendale. It's certainly hot outside here in the desert, but somehow this Cardinal crowd turned up the heat a moment ago. They were in a frenzy as their team emerged from the tunnel, and the Cardinals, they're set to do battle with Ben Roethlisberger and the Pittsburgh Steelers. 3/4 of the NFL season are complete. What lurks in our final month? We're underway in Week 14. This is taken at the 3.
Well, that return gives them a golden opportunity to go out in front. How will the defense respond after giving up that type of a return?
At the Cardinals' 39-yard line.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Play fake to Connor. Now Roethlisberger. Well, he's going to take a shot right away. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's 2nd down.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
So line of scrimmage still the 39 on 2nd and 10. This is a guy who made a Pro Bowl in his 2nd season, James Conner. And give him 6 yards here as he stopped near the 35 at the 34.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high-powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20, because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored, you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
Meanwhile, on 3rd down, they take a shot at the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Quarterbacking 101. Never force the ball into double coverage, especially not this close to the goal line. The windows are so tight, you just don't want to force it in there because it could be tipped up and picked off.
Well, that opening drive looked good for a moment there, but they'll wind up being turned away thanks to the missed field goal.
And those especially hurt when you come into a game on the road. You're trying to get things to go your way early, and now you suffer a setback right out of the gate.
And because they couldn't hit the long field goal, they are set up nicely offensively at the 41, 1st and 10. To throw, it's Murray. Blitz coming, and down he goes. T.J. Watt has now recorded 10 sacks on the season.
Okay, partner, a couple points of interest right here, all right? Offensively, we see that they came out throwing the football, but maybe more importantly, the blitz that came defensively, they got right after him.
And you were telling me pregame before we came on air, you think this is something we could see a lot.
Yeah, there's no doubt about it, because this is a unit that wants to play the game on their terms.
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Murray with a third and long. Well, the two men come together, and it's incomplete. Excellent work defensively, brings up fourth down. So the defense able to get off the field here on third down.
And it's one of the goals of the game. They've got to be effective on passing downs. It's one of the few things defenses chart. How did we do on third down? That's a nice start for them in this one.
The Steelers take over first and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. Last time out, they had that long 50-plus yard field goal that they missed.
And I'm sure on their side,
under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Hassan Reddick came in there hard on the blitz and got him down 9 yards behind the line of scrimmage.
It's second down.
After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. Here's Roethlisberger. Moncrief brings it in. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face third down.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
Open man, Smith-Schuster, it's complete. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. And a nice gain at 21 yards.
21 yards. First down, Pittsburgh.
Black 20. Take both of them. Let's put them on the buses. Let's put that team on the buses.
On first down, it's Roethlisberger. And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far. It's second down.
All right, that one fell incomplete there, but the best quarterbacks, they'll miss on 40% of their throws, somewhere in that neighborhood, similar to a great hitter in baseball who's going to fail 7 out of 10 times and still have a great year. In this case, you want perfection, but way better that it hits the ground instead of going to an opposite color jersey.
So second down, still 10 yards to go. Ball on the 43. On second down, Connor looking for space. And he'll only get a yard, maybe 2, up to the 46.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. And what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
The Cards going nickel. An extra defensive back out there now on third down. From the gun, it's Roethlisberger. Incomplete. He had his hands on it but couldn't pick it. But it's now fourth down.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? Zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on third down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. Third down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
But fortunately, he's able to recover his own fumble, and that could have been trouble. Was hoping to make a play there on the return with his speed. Instead, he makes a play for the other side.
Yeah, and how many times have we heard coaches say, you know, sometimes it's not really about those X's and O's we draw up. It's about those Jimmies and Joes. And when you have a punt returner, he's one of those Jimmies and Joes, one of the best athletes. He's unable to make the play that they were seeking, though.
This is David Johnson, the former All-Pro. And some room to roam now. Give them 22 yards, and that's also where they snapped it from, the 22.
Outside handoff to the right side. If you're a running back, you love getting the ball early so you have vision to see what's happening in front of you.
Right tackle likes that call. Big play for him, but don't forget about the guys you always tell me on the backside sealing off.
When they talk about cutoff blocks, making sure no one can leak from the backside that can run a play down.
And nobody leaked. Big play. Give them 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. A lot of people felt Johnson was a little misused during what was a disappointing 2018. 940 yards on the ground, 7 touchdowns. Great for most, but not the season Johnson was hoping for. And he said this offseason, there are a lot of good running backs in the NFL, but I'm the best. And now he's trying to prove it, hoping to get back to the production that sent him to the Pro Bowl in 2016. That would certainly help his rookie quarterback. 12 yards there and a first down.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
Operating out of Steeler territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line. Now Johnson. And this one's going to go the wrong way. Losing yardage back at the 42. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on first down.
It's a tough one right there. He ran right into the teeth of the blitz as the linebacker was freed up in order to stuff that one for a loss. I think quarterbacks got to see that. Got to find a way to audible into something a little more advantageous.
Murray's going to keep this himself on the RPO. That's complete to Edmonds, his running back. And they're going to have themselves another first down as the tackle's made at the Steelers' 25-yard line.
We can talk all we want about football being a game of strength and brawn. It's also a game of mismatches, and they're trying to create one there, getting it to their back out of the backfield to make a bigger play.
As we often say, get it to him in space, let him use his leg.
Yeah, if he can get a matchup against...
He rifles one that's intercepted. Joe Hayden, the veteran, with a pick. And he's in for 6 and a Steeler touchdown. I don't know who all is to blame there, but I love seeing pick sixes.
Nothing like seeing someone pluck it out of the air and go the other way and see people try to change directions. Hard to do.
Boswell good with the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. And this is a unit that, to be frank, doesn't look like they've woken up yet. I mean, a punt and a turnover on their first 2 drives.
And I think the game's starting to take shape a little bit now. And I'm going to take it into the basketball world. When you're having trouble scoring or moving the ball in basketball, what do? Get it to their best player, right? Find a matchup, create it, exploit it, and try and move the football.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11.
Check.
Gets this to Isabella on the jet sweep. After getting stuffed on first down, not much better there. 2-yard gain.
I'm not sure that you'd call it a trick play, but they definitely showed some imagination there. I wouldn't be surprised if they want to come back and show this play a few more times before this one is over.
Throwing is Murray on 3rd down. And he finds his man. That's Butler. Give him 16 yards there, and it's a Cardinals first down as well.
Now that was pretty. They executed that curl route versus zone coverage, and that changes things a little bit because against man, it's often a tight curl, a tight, sharply run route. Against zone, you're just looking for that open spot, that dead area, so you may curl it a little bit wider just to get to that place.
And usually a tight window. He fired a bullet in there for the completion. Cameron Hayward in on the tackle.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
On second down, it's Johnson. And no room to maneuver there. Give him a yard up to the 47.
And this is why aggressive defensive coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
Ready. And read. 50, Mike 50. Mike 50. All right, T, let's go. All right, T, let's go.
Murray now. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And this is caught inside the 5. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. Andy Isabella with a lucky number 13 touchdowns now on the year as his guys are on the board here in this first quarter. Gonzalez able to tack on the PAT, and we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. This fielded at the 2. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line.
The Steelers take over first and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. They punted last time they had it. What steps, Charles, do you think they have to take to make sure they don't do that again?
Well, let's just go to the football 101, the trade expression 101. Win first down. Make 5, 6, 7 yards on first down and make it a 2nd and 3, 2nd and manageable. Keep accumulating first downs that way. Keep moving the football. You don't want to get behind the sticks because then the defense has the advantage.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
Jack 16.
Now it's Roethlisberger. He's just going to dump this one off to his fullback out of the backfield. Give him 7 on the play, and that'll bring up a 3rd and 1. 7-7, our score after 1. Steeler football here to begin quarter number 2. They've got a 3rd down and a yard to start things out. They'll try and run forward with counter. No, they hit him in the backfield, and he will not escape. And that is not going to get it done. Not at all what they envisioned on 3rd down. 3 yards in the wrong direction. Here's Jordan Berry now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. Now it's Bird on the return. And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds. Nice job bringing that one back. 14 on the return. And the Cards will take over 1st and 10. ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. The last possession, these guys were able to tie the game with a touchdown, and now they'll have a chance to move out in front.
Yeah, let's give a big assist to the defense who got the ball back. The special teams went out there, handled things. They've got it. They've got momentum. I know they're eager to get out there and put it on display. That's a really alert defense there because they saw the heavy look come in from the offense, countered it with extra linebackers who brought a little bit of speed and heft, and able to really make a big-time play for their defense.
So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards. On 2nd down, here's Murray. And the Steeler pressure too much here. He's going down. Devin Bush in there to get him, and on the season now, that is 9 sacks for him. Well, that last sack puts Murray and the Cards in a tough spot, 3rd and long. Throwing on 3rd and long. Murray, and incomplete. A disappointing drop there defensively by the rookie. And now 4th down.
And absolutely zero surprise that one was incomplete, huh? I mean, truthfully, how many OCs have we seen with 3rd and 20 on their play sheet and go, oh, I've got the exact play to dial up?
No, that's just a head scratching down when you're facing a 3rd and 20. Tried to complete it, couldn't get it done.
At their own 20-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you've called before, realize it hasn't worked
so
well.
Go to something else.
And maybe you try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
On 2nd down now, it's Connor. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. 12 yards there and a 1st down.
Well, as we've learned over the years, just because a guy plays left tackle doesn't mean he doesn't have run blocking abilities, and we just saw it there. Controlled the line of scrimmage, created a big gain.
That's kind of a bonus. He's there to protect that high value that you have back under center, but he creates space in the run game.
Yeah, not only can he dance, he can mash, too.
The All-Pro safety Eric Berry in on the stop.
Well, they had that one sniffed out. Excellent run blitz. Stopped that one for a short gain.
What makes a good run blitz a good run blitz?
The ability to stay on task, to follow up your assignment, go to the gap you're supposed to cover, and not be deterred by anything else.
On 2nd and 9, Roethlisberger. That one into the hands of his tailback, Samuels. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
On 3rd and 1, it's Roethlisberger. And he's got Moncrief. And they'll work this down to the 40-yard line, tackled there. 12 yards that time at a Pittsburgh 1st. Got to say, I was a little surprised to see him, Charles, come out in the shotgun on 3rd and less than a yard.
Yeah, but the way the NFL is nowadays, we hardly ever see anyone really run for it on short yardage, so they're going to throw the football more times than not. That was a nice, easy rhythm throw right there, and they pick up the 1st down.
Now a nice play defensively on 1st down as this is knocked away and incomplete.
It's always a battle. Who's going to win on 1st down, the offense or the defense? Let's face it, if you've got the ball, 4 yards or more on 1st down is what you're aiming for. They tried to throw for it there. Nice effort to knock that one away and bring up 2nd down.
So 2nd down and 10. Once again, they'll go from the 40. To throw again is Roethlisberger. Oh, he's able to outmuscle him here as he pulls it in. Give him 14 on that one and a 1st down. Late in the season now, MVP chatter starts, and he might be on the fringe. This is always an award that goes quarterback, running back, usually quarterback. A lot of bias. Does he deserve consideration?
He more than deserves consideration because The way the game is played in the NFL now, it's a pass-first league, right? So that means that people are going to adjust their defenses for him each and every week, and he's still putting up big-time numbers. I know the quarterbacks, the running backs get it, but he should be firmly in the race for MVP.
This will be a short gain of 3 before he's brought down at the 22.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
That first down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7. Ben to throw again. He'll find Smith-Schuster. That's complete. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. 15 yards on the play. First down.
First and goal, Pittsburgh.
That's the number 2 receiver in the NFL in terms of yardage. And tell you what, a few more plays like that, he won't be number 2 for long.
Well, that's what often happens when you have competitors running around the field. These guys know where they stand in relationship to yardage, totals, numbers, the whole deal. And let's face it, all of them, they all want to be number 1.
Only a yard that time. 2nd and goal. Be interesting to see now what they do offensively down near the goal line after not much there that time.
As the offensive play caller, that may change your sequence now. Instead of coming right back with a running play, you may have to go to the air.
Again, it'll be counter. And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked down before he can get back to the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there. They're going to need to come up with something better here on 3rd and goal. This has been a long drive. You got to figure a field goal would be a letdown. Can they convert now on 3rd and goal? Now a fake on the give here as they try to run pass option. And this is going to result in losing yardage. They're driven back to the 8-yard line.
Well, I know it goes against the instincts of the person catching the ball because all you're ever taught is catch the football, don't drop it.
But drop it there.
Yeah, in that situation, dropping it would have been better. End up losing yardage even though they completed the pass.
As good as a sack.
Yeah, how about that? Although they won't get the same credit for it, and it won't help them at contract time.
This one fielded at the 5. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line.
The Cardinals take over 1st and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here.
1st and 10 at the 44-yard line.
Murray now, 6 of 10 in this first half. He's got his guys a first down here.
Watch the safety creep. 66, pull it, half. 50's the money.
Murray now on first down. Pressure comes, and the Steelers take him down. Bud Dupree coming in hard there on the blitz, and he gets him 7 yards behind the line of scrimmage. The Cardinals going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. Throwing now is Murray. Johnson's got it complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 2 minutes remaining in the first half. 10-7, our score. And we remind you, coming up at the half, we'll join who, Charles?
The coach.
The coach, Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from games in progress, as well as scores from earlier today.
The coach.
Sorry, we get slap happy up here sometimes. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
Partner, I think from our experience together, we have learned that most offensive coordinators are going to tell you, if I'm going to run the football on first down, I've got to get at least 4 yards. They got 5 here. They've got to feel pretty good about that one.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete. So he can't hang on, and as I watch that unfold, I remembered an expression that I've heard, maybe from you, I don't know, but you're going to get hit anyways, might as well hold on to the ball.
Right, you know a coach said that, right?
Yeah. Not
an actual player. Not a chance at all. Way easier said than done.
The Cardinals on third down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5. Again, they'll throw with Murray. This is Johnson. He's got it. And they're going to have themselves another first down as the tackle's made at the Steelers' 25-yard line. Before this season started, Johnson said this new offensive system would allow him to really be effective in the passing game. He actually likened it to 2016 when he had almost 900 receiving yards. He said one of his goals is to become the 3rd player in league history to hit 1,000 yards rushing and receiving in the same season. They also noted that he's really comfortable in this scheme. It's like his college days at Northern Iowa when he was part of a team that based out of a shotgun with a running quarterback. That's complete to Butler. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. 7 yards there and a first down.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. The slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
On the ground, this is Johnson. Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. Now the Cards going to call another timeout, their 2nd, as the clock will stop with 35 seconds to go in quarter number 2. Another shot from the 9 on 2nd and goal.
Check 49, check 49, check 49.
Now Murray throwing on 2nd down. And that is caught. Touchdown Cardinals. Andy Isabella with his 14th touchdown of the year, 2nd of the game. And the Cardinals have retaken the lead.
And while that touchdown does not give them an insurmountable lead, it's still a lead, and that always feels good to a team.
They'd love to take that into the lockers, but a little time left on that clock, so some work to do.
I like that. I like how you're guarding against a letdown there.
Looking forward.
Coaching them up from right up here in the booth.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. Inside of a minute left in the half. Does the fact that you're down on the scoreboard influence what you do or, I guess, don't do on this final drive?
It certainly does, but what influences me even more is who I've got running my football team out on the field and the weapons around him. Can he make a play? Can he get into someone that we're going to trust to take care of the ball? If that's the case, I might push it a little bit here and try and get something before the half runs out.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. To throw here, Roethlisberger. He's going to wind up and air it out. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
Well, partner, they're not content to run this one out as we head towards the half, trying to hit a big chunk play right there and add to their score.
Yeah, this is a confident group. At the very least, they're thinking field goal.
Yeah, and I don't blame them one bit. I don't think you sit on the ball going into the half when you have a chance to put some more points on the board.
The Cardinals forced to burn their 3rd and final timeout as they stop it with 19 seconds to go in half number 1. The Steelers on 3rd down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. Out of the gun, it's Roethlisberger. Able to find Switzer. And he gets this up to the 34 out of bounds there. They do get 9, but it leads to 4th down. Here's Jordan Berry now as he's on to punt for Pittsburgh. First kick, 47. This one looks good as well. Give him 11 yards that time on the return. And there'll be time for maybe one final play before halftime. And this should be the final play before the quarter ends.
Let's go, let's bring it.
They'll indeed try to run it out as they start on the ground. And he will perhaps get back to the line of scrimmage, but that's it. And time has run out on this first half. So we reach halftime here in Glendale with the Cardinals on top. As now we send you out to Orlando and hook back up with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. The Cards with the lead, and they will get this football first as the second half gets started. This is taken at his 4. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line.
The Cardinals take over first and 10 at their own 30-yard line.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking.
Try to get it to Williams, but it's intercepted. It's picked by the linebacker, T.J. Watt. And it's a terrific return here as he's going to have him set up with a first and goal right at about the 6-yard line. Well, holding on to the lead at this stage in the second half, those are the types of plays you really want to try and stay away from.
And when you're a rookie, keeping your focus is something that you still have to work on all the time because there's so many distractions around you between the crowd noise and your coaches and your teammates. But the other part?
And he's in. Touchdown, Steelers. James Conner with a lucky number 13 touchdowns now on the year. And the Steelers have once again taken the lead. Extra point put through by Boswell. And it's now 17-14. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This one fielded at the 5. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. And last time, one play interception, so this offense, they should be fresh. And he's going to be intercepted a third time. Picked off by Ryan Shazier. And a terrific return there. They're finally able to corral him down near the 11-yard line. They were looking for Johnson that time. Certainly not what he was hoping for, Charles. That's now 3 interceptions in this ball game.
But there's a lot of knowledge to be gleaned every time you throw an interception if you do things the right way. And hasn't there been a pretty darn good quarterback along the way who threw a lot of interceptions early, learned from them, and became great later?
Who would that be?
That'd be one Peyton Manning. Threw 28 his rookie year. That's the NFL record. How'd things turn out for him?
I think okay. He's a guy in all the commercials now, right?
Yeah, I think he's doing okay.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Roethlisberger. He'll dump this one off to Conner. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. It's a gain of 7, and all of a sudden here it's 3rd down.
Black 20. Max 43. Ricky. Black.
And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain there, and it leads to a 4th down. And Boswell's kick is good. Boswell signed to a 4-year deal prior to last season, but he struggled a little bit.
Yeah, do you think that they saw 13 of 20 when they signed him to a 4-year deal?
Not at all.
Needs a big bounce back in 2019 if he wants to see the end of that contract.
Then he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line.
The Cardinals take over first and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Brings up 2nd and 9 at the 28-yard line.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Second down, Murray sets to throw. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, 3rd down. We have not seen a whole lot of wide-open receivers. Everything seemingly has been contested.
And that's another nice job there to force an incompletion. They've been very cohesive, knowing each other's moves all game long, and they've been on the spot just about every time.
And they've held them in check on the scoreboard. And now the 3rd down throw incomplete as well.
They went with the dime look that time on defense, just flooded the field with defensive backs, blanketed everyone, took away all the passing angles, thus the incompletion.
He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. Oh, boy, he fielded it right on the goal line. A good return there, call it 13 yards. And the Steelers are going to take over 1st and 10 deep in their own territory. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And they had 3 points last time, but they didn't want 3 points because they were well within range of scoring a touchdown. We'll see if they can do better now.
I'm with you on that one. Let's just go ahead and be frank about the whole thing. The only one happy about the 3-point
kicker.
Exactly. He put it through the post. That's going to help him at contract time. But that offense, they're thinking, let's get in the end zone this time.
I don't know if that helped him at contract time. You could have kicked that one through.
I don't know about that.
Toe bash.
I don't know about that. Super toe.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. There's Roethlisberger. Open man completes it to Smith-Schuster. And they work this well upfield across the 45. That one good for 37 yards.
I know we love our jobs, and pretty much any play we see, we're pretty, excited about. But big plays? Let's face it, that's what we absolutely live for. How about that one?
That was great. And what our camera missed was the fist pump from the sideline after that catch. They're fired out. That's a big game.
43 is the mic.
Now Roethlisberger on 1st down. It's caught by Moncrief. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. Another big gainer that time. This one goes for 19 yards.
1st down, Steelers.
Roethlisberger now 5 straight completions here in this second half. 1st and 10. On 1st and 10 is counter. And he'll get it down inside the 30 to the 29-yard line. 5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. Roethlisberger will throw. He's going to let it go deep for the end zone. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
Those throwing windows get a lot tighter near the end zone, don't they? And here's the thing. You already probably have 3 points in your hip pocket. You force a throw here and give up an interception, you come away with nothing.
Especially tough in the middle third of the field where he threw that one. Ben leaves to counter on the draw. And he's going to get the 1st down here as he's taken down at the 22. Bit of a surprise. They ran it on 3rd and medium. Proved to be the right call. 1st and 10.
First down.
Set! 230. Pin the mirrors back and go full street.
Right back to Connor here on first. Strong run, but still wrangled before reaching the 20. Tackle made there by Buda Baker.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
On 2nd and 9, Roethlisberger. And he's going to go down. Back at the 27-yard line, he's sacked. The sack by Terrell Suggs.
Well, enough to start to have a good drive. Quite like a big loss on a sack, does it?
No, now they're looking at a 3rd and long, and suddenly the momentum shifted to the other side of the football.
And old Mo is a very, very fickle man.
Now Ben on 3rd and long, going for it all. And this is intercepted, but they'll say out of bounds. Oh, very close to a turnover there in the end zone.
In this situation, it's really tough to figure out how to defend because they have plenty of room to still take deep shots at the end zone as they just did there. Yet at the same time, you've got to be ready for the short throw. In this case, when you see the cue that they're going for the end zone, retreat and make sure you have a way to play forward, back towards the receiver, and have a chance to bat the ball away as they did there.
This is taken at his 4. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line.
The Cardinals take over 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. And with this deficit, you can't have too many more drives like the last drive where you had to punt it away.
You know what I would tell my offense right here? The punter doesn't exist, guys. He doesn't even exist. He's not a team anymore. I just cut him, all right? So you've got to go out and create some offense for us here and give us some points. No way does that guy get on the field on this drive.
Poor punter.
Yeah, it wasn't his fault. But, hey, listen, there's got to be casualties at times. We're trying to win a game.
From the 35 on 2nd down, Murray. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And he's in for 6 and a Steeler touchdown. So a dangerous pass over the middle into zone coverage, and it bit him hard.
And what's really difficult when you throw it in that direction and versus that zone, that means the linebackers have gotten to their spot, gotten their heads back around, and they can see the quarterback and everything in front of them. And they took big advantage of it, went the other direction, excellent blocking, and picked up a touchdown.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away. This is taken at his 4. And not a bad return. Here he gets it out to the 25-yard line. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. Murray trying again after the pick 6. This complete to the tight end, Clay. And down he'll go at the 25.
And, partner, I think that was a great example that not all tight ends are created equal. Because everything was right. Got the completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league. So even though he caught it, couldn't turn it into much more.
They only got a yard out of that last completion, and that makes this 2nd and 9.
Kill. Anyway, just use the mark. Rip right. Here we go. 50.
On 2nd down, here's Murray. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off at the 45. And he brings this one back. It's a pick 6 for a Steeler touchdown. This D wanting to put it away before we even get to the 4th quarter, widening that margin a bit further.
And while they won't just empty the bench just yet, if you're a backup, start loosening up. I think you'll get a chance to play before this one is over now with that type of a cushion.
Boswell good with the extra point, and the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. This is taken at his 4. Now a hit and a loose football. Now on the return here, we've got an injured player down there. While the training staff takes a peek, we'll take a break. Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. They are right now just ice cold. I mean, they have struggled big time in this game, and they're getting blown out. How do they adjust?
So tough because we always talk about it being a team game, and you need all 11 working well together. But every now and then, partner, you need that one guy who can make a play against all odds that maybe can ignite things. And I think that's what they're looking for right now.
Yeah, you talk about going to your playmakers. They probably need to do it.
Find someone that you're used to touching the football that makes big plays and give them that opportunity to maybe wake up everyone else.
They go to Johnson again. A good run as he works his way for 9 that time, and it'll leave him with a 3rd and just a few inches. And that looked like some pretty easy yardage there right up the gut.
And he's a guy that has some height to him. So when you don't have to drop a shoulder or create or get through contact or trash, makes it a lot easier to stay upright, see the field, and make a run as we just saw there.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
I'm coming after you. Slam, slam, slam. It's great. Check. 55 to mine. Gotta go.
They'll try and run for it. Here's Johnson. And he will have a 1st down here at about the 40. Officially a gain of just a yard there, but they do convert on 3rd and inches.
1st and 10 at the 40-yard line.
Ready? 55. Right there in the middle. 55. Don't get nervous.
A 1st down carry here for Johnson. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
The tackle made by Devin Wood. 1-yard gain. Brings up 2nd.
Trying to get one more in here before the quarter breaks. And that is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports.
14.
Here we go, D. It's just me and you.
On 2nd and 9, Murray. They find some open field here. There he goes, right side. And he's in for 6 and a Steeler touchdown. Extra point now by Boswell. And the lead will grow by 1 more.
Next to score, Steelers 45, Cardinals 14.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily what you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers. First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. To throw, it's Murray. That ball complete to Isabella. And this one will go to the 28-yard line. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. You're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
He may try and run for this. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. Big yardage there on the scramble. It gets him a 1st down. Well, we know that Murray can run the football. He rushed for 1,000 yards during his final year at Oklahoma, better than 7 yards per carry. And Cliff Kingsbury says, I trust him running the football. This is a guy that has known his quarterback since 2012 when Murray was a sophomore in high school. Kingsbury was in the OC at Texas A&M. He would go on to take the Texas Tech job, but the two maintained a great relationship. Both are from Texas, both quarterbacks, and both with fathers heavily involved in their football careers. With Cliff Kingsbury, he trusts his quarterback implicitly. And he'll work it inside the 30 to the 29-yard line. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
But not a big gain with that play. But what they're doing is they're spreading the defense out, probing a little bit, and what they're hoping probably is that later in the game, they can create a matchup that they can exploit for big yardage later.
On 1st and 10, here's Murray. Open man is Kirk, complete. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. Give him 16 yards there, and it's a Cardinals first down as well.
Cardinals first down. 1st and 10 at the 13-yard line.
So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. From the red zone, here's the Heisman Trophy winner, Murray. He's got his man. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. Andy Isabella there to make the grab. And the Cardinals cut into that lead. Well, yes, that's his 3rd touchdown catch, which is very impressive. But on the scoreboard, they're still struggling.
So safe to say that without him, my goodness, yikes, they are in major league trouble. He's doing his best to try and keep them in the game.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This is taken at the 3. And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20, call it the 21-yard line. Charles, you said earlier this defense is probably going to need to hold these guys right around 20 or under that if they were going to have a chance. It was evident pretty early on that wasn't going to happen.
Yeah, they left 20 behind a long time ago in this game, didn't they? It looks like they're headed towards a big, big number. But 20 was the threshold because that kept them in the ball game and kept the pressure off of their own offense.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And last time they were able to churn some clock. They got the field goal, added on to their lead. But that was a drive that was so long, it should have ended in a touchdown. You know that's how they felt.
And we'll both be headed to the airport after the game. But we probably should go to the post-game press conference because someone's going to ask the head coach about this drive. And he's going to profess that he was happy to get points.
But
and we know that's not true.
Yeah.
Okay, after this type of a drive, not getting a touchdown, a huge disappointment.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Counter, and they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. Run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the 4th quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it, and the difference between that and a pass blitz, you're just trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB and make sure he gets on the ground. In a run blitz, you're actually trying to cover up gaps, trying to cover up holes so they can't run the football.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 12 yards there and a first down.
First down, Steelers.
So into Cardinal territory now. It's 1st and 10 at the 47. Now Ben going to give this one to Connor. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I can just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the 4th quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down 4th quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
Well, I don't think there's any question, Brandon, at this stage, the stop troops, the defensive guys, they got to use their 3 timeouts here. They've got to stop them and get the ball back.
Yeah, if you're in that 2 to 3 score deficit window that they're in now, you got to get it ASAP.
Yeah, no doubt about it. Stop them, use your timeouts. Easier to move the ball on offense without timeouts than to stop Vermont defense without using them.
10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run, got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
Saw it through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now.
You ain't doing nothing today.
They'll stay on the ground with Connor again. And he's able to get it to the edge of the red zone at the 20-yard line. And we are inside of 2 minutes left in this lopsided affair. So the Steelers with the football as we get you reset. And no doubt what they're looking to do is just salt away the final couple of minutes and escape with a win.
It's a loss of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 21-yard line.
Set! Like 5! Check, 43. Ain't no such thing as a loss. We taking wins home.
And they'll indeed take a knee.
It's a loss of a yard, and it's 3rd down.
The last 2 plays each lose a yard. They'll try to move forward here on 3rd and 12. And they're going to take it all the way down and just take the delay. After the delay, they're backed up even further for 3rd and long. And they take a knee.
A loss of a yard. Brings up 4th down.
Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help